Are you ever busy and just want a filling snack? I can remember where there was a time in grade school where I'd eat peanut butter and jellies almost every day for lunch because I didn't enjoy what they had for me. Now today I'm going to teach you the proper way to make a peanut butter and jelly, how to present it, and the things you need in order to make it. So first off, I'd like to start off by pointing out that there's certain kitchenware that you need. In this instance, today I'm just going to be using a knife and then a paper towel. Now in other times you might want to use a plate to set your sandwich on, but for me today I will just be using paper towels. From there, you need to choose your bread, and today I will just be using your basic white bread that you can find at any store. And then from there, jelly and peanut butter. Now today I am using this squeezable Smuckers, which I don't like using a knife to spread out my peanut butter, my jelly, so I am using the squeezable jelly. And then I am using Skippy's creamy peanut butter because I do not like chunky, and I feel like Skippy's is the best option to go. So from there, you are going to want to start by picking out 2 pieces of bread in even size and laying them out on your plate or paper towel. From there, you are going to take your jelly, and if you were to have a jar of jelly, then you would scoop it out with a knife, but I will be squeezing the jelly on the bread in an even coat. And then after that, now in certain instances, you can have your jelly be cold, or you can have your jelly be at room temperature, but I prefer mine cold. So just like that, you are going to have your jelly evenly spread upon one piece of the bread. So from there, you will apply your peanut butter to the other piece of bread. Most of the time, I prefer just a small layer. I don't want to get over the top because I don't like how peanut butter kind of sticks to the roof of my mouth. So I only apply a small, even layer. And it's better if you kind of spread it as much as possible all throughout the top side of the piece of bread. So from there, I'm just going to kind of stick this right back in there. And then from there, you apply the 2 pieces of bread together. Both sides that have the ingredients on them, you just more so apply them together and set that there. Now, for proper presentation. So for most individuals, as children, we didn't like crusts. Now, I'm not a picky individual, and I don't mind the crust. Some people also would like to have theirs cut in squares, so it's easier to eat. But today, as I will show, I will cut mine in half, just for easier for me to eat. So that it's in 2 even halves. And then sometimes they take off the crust, sometimes they cut it in half. But like I said today, I'm just going to cut it in half, and that'll be the simplest way to do it. So if there's any certain way that you properly want to present your peanut butter and jelly, I would assume do it how it suits you, and that's the best way to do it. So now, going back through it, you have to establish yourself with a kitchenware, whether it be a knife, paper towels, or a paper plate, or some sort of plate. From there, you need to establish your ingredients. You need to figure out what type of bread best suits you, the jelly, and then also the peanut butter. And like I had said, I picked out my favorites, and I assume that you have yours too. And then the proper way to make it, how to apply it to the bread, how to put it on different sides, and then putting that together. And then as well as presentation, like I just talked about, whether you want to cut the crust off, whether you want to cut it into squares, or if you want to cut it in half. So thank you for listening. I greatly appreciate your attention.